Good morning, you guys. Good morning, good afternoon. Oh, I got tears already. Must be that time. Must be that time. Um. Anyways, I went to do a story time, and my back is itchy. I'm clean. I washed, but it's itchy. I don't know. I must have. Under some poison ivy or something. Story time on how me and my older sister had a falling out, and I don't know why, but I feel like for some reason she thinks she like better than me, or she act like she better than me. I don't know, because she looks at me like, you ever feel when somebody look at you like they looking at you like, but I don't get it because she stays with my mom and pays hardly pays nothing really. Well, I've been on my own since I was 16, and I struggle like like not most of, like a lot of us, but we make it, don't we? We make it, and I'm gonna say this: if you feeling like down or you feeling out, you know, people will talk about you. People may whatever they say. Don't believe what they say. You know, if you have to ask for help, ask for help. And you know, you might get turned down and people might talk about you. Oh, you always need help, or you always this. They might they might use the word always, which you know for a fact is not true. You always did things on your own. You always tried your best before you asked. You always try to do everything by yourself. So just pat yourself on the back. Every day, you know, especially with these days and time with so much going on and so much stuff up in the air. Like, just pat yourself on the back and small steps. Take small steps. Like when I was, which I want to talk about I'm going to talk about my sobriety, my journey, alcoholism. I want to talk about all that with you guys. I want us to get to know each other. Like I said, it's just one step at a time, and it could be little baby steps, and then you might take a couple steps back, but just keep trying to move forward. That's all, you know. But let me get back to this story, the falling out, the big kaboom. I went to my mom's house. I think my mom was in New York. She went out of town, so she wasn't there. And it was early, and my sister was up. So I figured maybe it was a little alcohol involved. And then I think I did see some Bud, what's her drink? Lime, Budweiser lime. Yeah. And then for some reason I thought my niece was on the floor, like laying down. And I said something like, "Oh, you can't speak." And then come to find out it was my sister's friend. I don't know if they are dating or what, but she said, "Who are you? What are you doing? What are you doing here? Something smart," she said. My sister was outside at the time. And I was like, "Who are you? Why are you here?" And I went, we started arguing with each other. And my sister came, I went to my mom's room and I got on the phone and called my mom. It was like some lady, some girl is here talking about what am I doing here. This and I was like, "Oh, it's there. Who is it? What's going on?" My sister come in and so I said, "Oh, you always telling mom something. You always don't be telling her my business." And she got on her face like we was like really really arguing. She cursing. I was like, you this and that. And I was going ham, cursing. I was on the phone, and I don't curse in front of her, so I was definitely upset. She was cursing in my face, talking about all you do is come on. You only come over here to ask for money, this and that. And that's the going rumor between my family and stuff, my sisters and my brothers. That's what they think. Yeah, I feel like I'm the person who whenever I come around, everybody's like, "Oh, she must be around for some money. She must do this and that." Like they clutching their purse or something. Like, give me a break. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if I need So I'm gonna ask. Closed mouth don't get fed. But which I'm not like a majority. I appreciate every dime I get. I do. But they sometimes they get it twisted, like, act like they paying my bills. It's like my literal bills, which I pay my bills. Anyways, I digress. I appreciate. If you give me $1, I appreciate $1. Doesn't matter. And I hate asking. That's the last thing I want to do, and so that's the last on my list. If I ask you for something, no, I've tried every other avenue, every other way to get it. Well, maybe not every other way, but the legal, almost legal ways, Yeah, and that's the last resort. But yeah, so that's what she threw out there, of course, and we was in each other's face, and if I told her she put her hands on me, we was gonna scrap. When I was younger, she used to, even though she's like this tall, I'm taller. I was always the taller one. And she was short and kind of, not thick or anything, but she hold her own. She used to beat me up when we was younger, cause we shared the same room. But I was standing my ground. I don't care. If you put your hands on me, we going fight. Win, lose, or draw. But it didn't. My mom was on the phone. Said, "Calm down, y'all. Don't fight. Y'all don't do this. Don't do this." So I said, I'm just gonna go. I said, "Well, I'm about to go." And I was like, "Don't let it stop me from coming over. I'm gonna find out what's going on." But anyway, I left, and that was a few months, maybe 3 months ago, and I haven't spoken to her since. When I go over there, I don't speak to her. And I know people say family is supposed to. Sometimes your family, you have to cut your family off, and sometimes they're the most toxic people in your life. And I'm starting to feel that way about my family and certain people that my family deal with, like my brother's wife. I guess they're married. Said something to me today, which it threw me off guard, and it ticked me off. So I'm gonna deal with that though, because don't ever think that you can't be in a certain situation tomorrow. But say you living on cloud nine, living the high life or whatever, and then there's somebody who's struggling or poor on the streets, homeless. Don't ever think that could be you tomorrow. I always think about, I always say the house I live in is old. It's old, but it's clean and it's a roof over my head. It's a dry place for me to stay. I'm appreciative, and I'm gonna say, make sure you guys give yourself pats on the back you deserve. People are gonna talk regardless, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Pat yourself on the back and appreciate your journey, where you are at in your journey. Appreciate the things you have, even though it might not be the things that you want. You might not be where you want to be at this moment, but appreciate the breath that you have to move and take those steps, towards where you want to be. So yeah, I just want to, talk to you guys for a little bit. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Share and follow me. Follow me. Let's be friends. Let's be friends. I'm gonna start singing. Gonna start singing. Alright, guys.